A last goodbye. Laura Tingle's tribute to Sam Neill. Some goodbyes are written in grand statements. Others are written in a caption beneath an old photograph, set to a song that meant something once, shared quietly by someone who simply couldn't stay silent. That's how Laura Tingle said goodbye to Sam Neill. She wasn't just a journalist reporting on his death. For 3 years, she was his partner. And in the days after he passed, she gave the world something rarer than a headline. She gave them the truth of what his final weeks were really like. Laura Tingle is one of Australia's most respected political journalists, a familiar voice on ABC radio and television. She and Sam Neill were together from 2018 to 2021, in the years after his marriage to Noriko Watanabe had ended. Their relationship may have ended, but by every account, their bond never really did. When news of his death broke, Tingle didn't retreat from the spotlight. She stepped forward, not as a reporter, but as someone who loved him. On her Instagram, she posted a gallery of photos and videos from their years together, set to John Hyatt's song Long Time Comin'. The caption was simple, just 4 words. But Tingle didn't stop there. Speaking on the ABC's Sydney Mornings radio programme the day after his death, she gave the public something few grieving partners choose to give, an honest account of just how long Sam had really been fighting. He'd been fighting various forms of cancer for at least the last 5 years intensively, she said. And that takes a toll on anybody's body. 5 years. Longer than most people realised. Sam Neill had gone public with his diagnosis in 2022, but according to Tingle, his body had been quietly under siege long before that. She didn't dress up what the treatment had cost him. He'd had a lot of chemo and a lot of immunotherapy, and thankfully it had finally cleared him of the blood cancer that he'd had, she said. But that left him pretty compromised in terms of his immune system. I think his poor body sort of got a bit exhausted. It was, she made clear, an ending shaped not by defeat, but by sheer exhaustion. He's been pretty sick for the last couple of weeks, she said, and everybody who loved him has been willing him on from near and far. But I think it was just a bit too much to recover from one more time. But Tingle's tribute wasn't only about illness. She wanted people to remember who Sam actually was, not just how he left. She recalled a conversation with director George Miller, who had once given her a rundown of Sam's extraordinary body of work. He was largely defined by being on a movie set, she said. He used to say, "I'm addicted to working," and I think he was. It was more than just liking being at work, it was something much more substantial than that. He loved the challenge of it. She was also asked about something Sam had said in an old 2023 interview, that death wouldn't frighten him, but it would annoy him, because there were still things he wanted to do. Tingle didn't hesitate. "I think that's definitely where he was," she said. That's the picture she left the world with. Not a man who feared the end, but a man who simply wasn't finished yet. The exhaustion behind the smile, the addiction to his craft, the years of quiet fighting nobody saw. Sweet dreams, darling Sam.